Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. 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 I am back. Today's video is going to be a video on a palette that I recently released from my brand 5 O'Clock Beauty. It has been out for a couple of weeks now. When I released my palette, I was sick, so I couldn't do my video, but I am here now, and we are going to do some swatches, and I'm going to let you see what the palette is. The inspiration for this palette is simply the fact that in 2021, we are opening back up. We are going back on vacations. We are not stuck in the house anymore. We have a light at the end of the tunnel. We want to play with color, like come out of the sweats and all that stuff, even though I have a t-shirt on. Come out of the sweats. We want to dress up. We want to wear our makeup. So I came up with the Island Vibes palette, and it looks like this. Please ignore my shade down here because I broke it. But anyway, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So you have 18 shades in this palette. 12 of them are going to be matte shades, and this row in the middle here is all either metallics or a duochrome of some sort, which I am excited to have a palette with duochrome shadows in it. If you sort of look at the color story here, and we'll bring it down like this so you can see it, each sort of column here can be a look just within itself. You can create a look with any of these shadows going down this way, sort of a trio. Also, if you look at the palette, you sort of have your blues and greens, and we will sort of bring this down this way. You have your blues and greens on this side. You have your pink, oranges, and yellows on this side. So a lot is going on with this palette. What I do want to do is go ahead and do some swatches of the palette, and I will tell you what the shade names are, because I didn't put the names right up under the shadows. I put them on the back of the palette. So I'm going to tell you as I swatch it what the names of the shadows are. All right, so because the rows here are sort of looks within their own, I'm going to swatch them down in rows. And the first one I am going to swatch with for you is sort of almost like an ocean blue, sort of a light ocean blue shade. And this one is called Tahiti. And this shade here is Tahiti. And right up under Tahiti is the first duochrome shade. And this one is called Maldives. And you can see sort of the shift as I move my hand. This is gorgeous together, actually. And then the shade that I'm going to swatch up under it is called St. Lucia. St. Lucia is a dark gray, so it's going to be one of the anchor colors. And you can use it with other shades in the palette as well as with this trio here. And this shade here is St. Lucia. And let's give it a little bit of a, there we go, a little bit of a better swatch. So that's St. Lucia. And the next three I am going to show you are my blues. And the first one that I'm going to show you is sort of a sky blue shade. And this one is called I think it's pronounced Curacao. And that shade is here. The next shade up under it is another duochrome shade, and this one is Bermuda. And you can actually on screen see a shift from a blue to a green, but in person it also shifts to a purple. So you have sort of 3 shades in one with this one. The next one is sort of a royal blue shade, and This one I call Santorini simply because it reminds me of the houses in Santorini with the blue tops on them. So this shade here is Santorini. So those are your first 2 rows. The next one is going to be my green, sort of not a row. It's not a row, it's a column from the green column. And this one is sort of, I don't want to call it a grass green because it's not quite, sort of a lime green shade. And this one is Fiji. And I will tell you, I did not, this is Fiji here. I did not name these shades because of where they came from. To be brutally honest with you, it was random except Santorini. All of these shades sort of reminds me of all the colors that you can find in the islands, from the flowers to the water to the sky to the sand to the sunset, everything. So I didn't necessarily pick each shade because of the place that it came from. The next one that I am going to swatch for you is Punta Cana, and this one is a duochrome as well. So it in person looks more like a sort of teal green, I want to say, but then when I swatch it here, you can see sort of more of a blue shift to a silver, and I'm seeing more gold when I swatch it in person. But that's Punta Cana. Up under it is another brighter green, and this one is Turks and Caicos, and that is here. Next we are going to move to our yellows. The one at the top is sort of a sunshiny yellow, and this one is called St. Kitts. And we will swatch that. And St. Kitts for a yellow shows up pretty decently. That is St. Kitts. Up under that is what I would describe as more of an old gold. This one is a straight metallic. It is a metallic. It's more of an well, let's say an orangey sort of coppery color. And this one is called Barbados. Barbados is gorgeous. Look at that. And then up under that you have sort of a marigold or buttercup yellow. And this one I named Jamaica. And Jamaica is right here. And we will move on sort of to the peachy / orangey column here. The one at the top that I am going to swatch for you is one of the ones I used on my lid today, and this one is called Antigua. And that is, see, now I am like the worst swatcher in the world. My swatches are going this way and I don't mean them to, but that's Antigua. We'll bring them back. Try to bring them back this way. Let's see which way you need to bring them. All right, and in the middle row we have a gold in the pan, but also a duochrome. When you look at it, it does not look gold. It looks more peachy. When I'm looking at it in person, it looks more gold. I'm supposed to be coming back this way, and I'm still going the other way. But it looks more peachy, and then in person, it looks more gold. And that one is called Aruba. Up under that one is a straight up, let's do it this way, orange. And we'll swatch it again. This is weird, like the way I have this done, but this one is St. Croix, and that is a matte orange. And on to the last row. The one at the top is Hawaii, and like I said, a lot of these have to do with like the sunsets that I saw in some of the pictures that I was looking at. So that one right there is Hawaii. Up under Hawaii is another metallic shade, and this one is called Bahamas. Once again, a duochrome shade. Alright, so those are all of the swatches. As weird as I have swatched them, let's see if we can get this to be a little bit clearer for you. And if I cover my face, maybe there we go. I am indeed not the swatch queen, but those are the shades in the Island Vibes palette. I am very proud of this palette. The palette is very reasonably priced at $25. Of course, you can pick it up on my website, 5o'clockbeauty.com. You will indeed not be disappointed. I am loving this palette. I actually did my look today with this palette, and I used, on my lids, I used Aruba, which is the one that shifts from like a gold to sort of like a peachy metallic. On the inner part of the crease, sort of up here, I used Antigua. Sort of in the middle part of the crease, I used St. Croix. And on the outer third, I used Virgin Islands. And under the lower lash line, I also used Virgin Islands. This palette does not have a brow bone shade. So I just used my Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. What do they call this? The eyeshadow primer and color corrector in base 2, just to sort of highlight under the brow there. Everything else is these shadows from the palette. So you can get multiple looks from this palette. That goes without saying. Go ahead and pick it up. Support your girl. I am trying to grow my business. I do have another product that will be coming out soon, but for now, I think you are going to absolutely love this palette. Once again, you can pick it up, 5o'clockbeauty.com. Price is $25. The shades in this palette, I will tell you, are vegan friendly. I will not say that this is a vegan palette, but the ingredients are vegan friendly, if that matters to you at all. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and may your day be as flawless as your makeup. Bye.